कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ओम तत्सत। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। ओम मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनुहरि कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि। सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। हरि ओम तत्सत्।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, हरे कृष्णा
हरे
डिवोटी।
हरे कृष्णा। Mataji, just a minute. Hare Krishna, just a minute. Submitting threes, doubles, six.
Hare Krishna, hope I'm audible now.
Yes, Mataji, we can hear you.
Okay. Mataji, I'm logging from another system. Just give me some time. So meanwhile, let's just start with the prayer. So Magyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kada Mahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatariणे Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Haraya Nama Krishnaya Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Govindaya Namaha Sri Krishna Hari Bol Gopala Hari Bol Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol Sri Krishna Hari Bol, Gopala Hari Bol, Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol. Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhi. Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai. Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. So welcome you all to the Bhakti Shastri class. Today onwards we'll be starting chapter 17, the divisions of the faith. In the previous chapter, we have learnt about the divine and demonic qualities, and we had a wide range of examples with reference to the divine and demonic qualities from the Shastras. And in this particular, we will be learning about the prasadam and the food, how it's going to affect our consciousness. Okay, Hare Krishna. Without wasting much time, we'll start. Yeah. Who is going to start first?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter 17. What is the chapter name? 17. Divine division of
Faith.
faith. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Paramatmane Namaha. Hare Krishna. Arjuna Uvacha. ये शास्त्रविधिम् उच्छृज्य यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्वितः तेषां निष्ठतु का कृष्णा सत्वम् अहो रजस्तमः. Synonymous. Arjuna Vaja. Arjuna said, those who Shastra Vidhim, the regulations of scriptures, Ushrijya, Utsrijya, giving up, Yajante, worship, Shraddhaya, full faith, Anivitaha, proceed of, Tesham, of them, Nishtha, the faith, tu, but, ka, what, Krishna, oh Krishna, oh, Sattvam, in goodness, Aho, or else, Raja, in the passion, Tama, ignorance. Very interesting. First time I think Arjuna is calling Krishna as a Krishna by his original name. Arjuna, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna inquired, "Oh Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scriptures, but worship according to their own imagination, or they are in goodness, in passion, or ignorance?" Purport. In the 14th chapter, 39th verse, it is said that person faithful to particular type of worship gradually become elevated to the stage of knowledge and attain the highest perfectional stage of peace and prosperity. In the 17th chapter, it is concluded that one who does not follow the principles laid down in the scriptures is called a asura, demon, and one who followed the scriptural injunction faithfully is called a deva or demigod. Now, if one with faith follows some rules which are not mentioned in the scriptural injunction, what is his position? What is his position? This doubt of Arjuna is to be cleared by Krishna. Are those who create some sort of God by selecting a human being and placing their faith in him, worship in goodness, passion, or ignorance? Do such person attain the perfectional stage of life? it is possible for them to be situated in real knowledge and elevated themselves to the highest perfectional stage. Do those who do not follow the rules and regulations of the scriptures, but who have faith in something and worship God and a demigod, and men attain success in their effort? Arjuna is putting this question to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So those who do not follow the scriptures are said to be Asura or the demon. Okay. And of course, by not reading the scriptures, we will not have the knowledge about the Lord. So definitely, so one cannot progress also because they are not following the rules and regulations. It's simply like maths, I think. If you solve the problem properly, you will come to a solution. So if you don't solve, you will not come to a solution. So similarly, if you don't follow the scriptures, you will not come to the required amount of spiritual upliftment. So yeah. So let's see what are the further questions which are being put by Arjuna, how Lord is answering to them. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Can you increase the font a little bit? Yeah.
Oh, is it okay?
Shri-
No, I
yes.
think no. I need to increase.
This is okay for me.
Wait. Where I have to increase settings? I think font size.
Yes.
Yeah, this is looking better.
Yes. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam sa Swabhavajha Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shunu. Purport, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can you scroll down? Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, according to the modes of nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be a three kinds, in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance. Now, hear about this. Purport. Those who know the rules and regulations of the scriptures but out of laziness or indolence give up following these rules and regulations are governed by the modes of material nature. According to their previous activities in the modes of goodness, passion, or ignorance, they acquire a nature which is of a specific quality. The association of the living entity with the different modes of nature has been going on perpetually. Since the living entity is in contact with material nature, he acquires different types of mentality according to his association with the material modes. But this nature can be changed if one associates with a bona fide spiritual master and abides by his rules and the scriptures. Gradually, one can change his position from ignorance to goodness or from passion to goodness. The conclusion is that blind faith in a particular mode of nature cannot help a person become elevated to the perfectional stage. One has to consider things carefully with intelligence in the association of a bona fide spiritual master. Thus, one can change his position to a higher mode of nature. Hare Krishna, Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. So change can be brought. The end result of this particular verse is that whatever mode, if you are in a mode of a goodness, you will progress to the Shuddha Sattva Guna. But whatever mode, but it is possible to get a change provided you surrender onto the bona fide spiritual master and take the steps according to his under his guidance. Yeah. Next.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। सात्वरूपं सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत। श्रद्धामयो श्रद्धामयो अयं पुरुषो यो च श्रद्धा यो च चार्दा स एव च। Synonyms: Sattva Anurupa, according to the existence, Sarvasya, of everyone. Sarvasya, of everyone. Shraddha, faith. Bhavati becomes Bharata, O son of Bharata. Shraddha, faith. Maya, full of. I am this. Purusha, living entity. Ya, who. Yat, having which. Shraddha, faith. Cha, thus. Eva, certainly. Cha, translation: O son of Bharata, according to translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O son of Bharata, according to one's existence under the various modes of nature, one evolves a particular kind of faith. The living being is said to be a particular faith. A living being is said to be of a particular faith according to the modes he has acquired. Purport: Everyone has a particular type of faith, regardless of what he is, but his faith is considered good, passionate, or ignorant according to the nature he has acquired. Thus, according to his particular type of faith, one associate with certain persons. Now, the real fact is that every living being, as is stated in the 15th chapter, is originally a fragmental part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, one is originally transcendental to all the modes of material nature. Even when one forgets his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and becomes into contact with the material nature in conditional life, he generates his own position by association with the different varieties of material nature. The resultant artificial faith and existence are only material. Although one may be conducted by some impression or some conception of life, originally he is nirguna or transcendental. Therefore, one has to become cleansed of the material contamination that he has acquired in order to regain his relationship with the Supreme Lord. That is the only path back without fear. Krishna consciousness. If one is situated in Krishna consciousness, then that path is guaranteed for his elevation to the perfectional stage. If one does not take to this path of self realization, then he is surely to be conducted by the influence of the modes of nature. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, just give me a minute, no? Just Hare Krishna, I'm sorry. Yes. Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. So regardless of whatever the person is in faith, that means in the previous verse we have learned that yes, the change can be brought, but no matter whatever faith one is in, whether there is in a good passion or ignorant mode, but if under the guidance of the spiritual master and regularly, what do you say, following the four regulative principles and uh, consistently doing his service, then definitely one can get elevated to the highest platform of spiritual plane. And slowly, Lord will also give us the required, what do you say, the knowledge by which we can know Him, and He will try to develop that Shuddha Sattva Guna within. Like here in Arjuna, if you can see in the very beginning of the first chapter, he was lamenting over the things which are temporary in nature. But Lord, gradually, if you can see in this all previous chapters of Bhagavad Gita, slowly He is priming him to know himself in a better way and his nature, like what he is made up of and how temporary he is and how one can get back to the Godhead. So slowly, so for a pure devotee like Arjuna, it is taken so much of a time. But think of the common person, how much effort one has to put to come to that platform. So no matter whatever mode or whatever association one may have, but if they are trying to be a good, definitely when they are taking a good association, definitely people can turn out to the good. Okay. Can anybody say one example from the Shastra who has totally reformed their patterns, like from very ignorant stage to the very pure stage of devotional service?
Ajamila.
Hmm?
Ajamila story, Mataji.
Yeah. Ajamila.
And also Valmiki Muni. Valmiki Muni.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Mrigari.
Regarding.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, this is Jagai Madai.
Oh, yes. Yes, Mataji. Latest is Jagai Madhai.
Prachina Varta. No. He another name. In fourth canto,
Yeah,
there is.
but he will realize, no, Prabhu.
Later he realized.
Hi, that's a realization. Totally, yeah, of course.
Later he realized. Another
That more
character
or
is
less like
also.
passion to the goodness, we can say, no, than ignorance to goodness. Rachina Barhi, getting attached to your own members is a passionate mode, I think, more or less. Yeah, okay. Yes, we'll move on to the next. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksha Rakshas Rakshamashi Rajasa Pretan Bhuta Ganam Chanye Yajante Tamash Jnana. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada presents: men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods, those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Purport. In this verse, the Supreme Personality of a Godhead describes different kinds of worshippers according to their external activities. According to scriptural injunction, only the Supreme Personality of a Godhead is worshipable. But those who are not very conversant with or faithful to the scriptural injunctions worship different objects according to their specific situations in the mode of material nature. Those who are situated in goodness generally worship the demigods. The demigods include Brahma, Shiva, and others such as Indra, Chandra, and the sun god. There are various demigods. Those in goodness worship particular demigod for a particular purpose. Similarly, those who are in the mood of a passion worship the demons. We recall the during the Second World War, a man in Calcutta worshipped the Hitler because thanks to that war he had amassed a large amount of wealth by dealing in the black market. Similarly, those in the mood of passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think that anyone can be worshipped as a god and that the same result will be obtained. Now it is clearly described here that those who are in the mood of passion worships and creates such gods, and those who are in the mood of ignorance in darkness worship dead spirits. Sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead man. Sexual service is also considered to be in the mode of darkness. Similarly, in remote village in India, there are worshippers of ghosts. We have seen that in India, the lower class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost live in a tree, they worship that tree and offer sacrifices. These different kinds of worship are not actually God's worship. God worship is for persons who are transcendently situated in pure goodness. In Srimad Bhagavatam 4.3.23, it is said, Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudevam Sabdhitam. When a man is situated in a pure goodness, he worships Vasudeva. The purpose is that those who are completely purified of a material mode of nature and who are transcendently situated can worship the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. The impersonalists are supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness, and they worship five kinds of demigods. They worship the impersonal Vishnu, form in the material world, which is known as the philosophized Vishnu. Vishnu is the expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the impersonalists, because they do not ultimately believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, imagine that the Vishnu form is just another aspect of an impersonal Brahman. Similarly, they imagine that the Lord Brahma is the impersonal form of in the material mode of passion. Thus, they sometimes describe five kinds of gods that are worshipable, but because they think that the actual truth is impersonal Brahman, they dispose of all worshipable objects at the ultimate end. In conclusion, the different qualities of the material modes of nature can be purified through association with persons who are of a transcendental nature. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can you give one example from the Shastra who has purified many souls?
Adamli.
Yes, Prabhu. So this particular verse again describe whatever mode one is in, they will try to do accordingly. If they are mode in the mode of ignorance, the ghost, ancestors, and all those things. If they are mode in a passion, they are worshipping a person. And if they are mode of what do you say, goodness also, but sometimes they need, depending on their requirement, they take shelter of different demigods and all. But for a Krishna devotee, we just have to surrender onto the Lord. We should grow above all these three modes of material nature. But yes, one can be changed unless he choose a good association. So all the verses from the beginning are pointing out towards the good association. Next.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Shloka 17.5 and 17.6. Ashastravihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapo janaha dambhahankara samyukta kamaraga balanvitaha karashyanta sharirastam bhutagramam chetasah mam chaivantas sharirastam tan vidhi asura nishchayan. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in the scriptures, performing them out of pride and egoism, who are implied by lust and attachment, who are foolish, and who torture the material elements of the body as well as the super soul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. Purport. There are persons who manufacture modes of austerity and penances. which are not mentioned in the scriptural injunctions. For instance, fasting for some ulterior purpose, such as to promote a purely political end, is not mentioned in the scriptural directions. The scriptures recommend fasting for spiritual advancement, not for some political end or social purpose. Persons who take to such austerities are, according to Bhagavad Gita, certainly demoniac. Their acts are against the scriptural injunctions and are not beneficial for the people in general. Actually, they act out of pride, false ego, lust, and attachment for material enjoyment. By such activities, not only is the combination of material elements of which the body is constructed disturbed, but also the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself living within the body. Such unauthorized fasting or austerities have some political end. Austerities for some political end are certainly very disturbing to others. They are not mentioned in the Vedic literature. A demoniac person may think that he can force his enemy or other parties to comply with his desire by this method, but sometimes one dies by such fasting. These acts are not approved by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he says that those who engage in them are demons. Such demonstrations are insults to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they are enacted in disobedience to the Vedic scriptural injunctions. The word achetasaha is significant in this connection. Persons of normal mental condition must obey the scriptural injunctions. Those who are not in such a position neglect and disobey the scriptures and manufacture their own way of austerities and penances. One should always remember the ultimate end of the demoniac people as described in the previous chapter. The Lord forces them to take birth in the wombs of demoniac persons. Consequently, they live by demoniac principles life after life without knowing their relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If, however, such persons are fortunate enough to be guided by a spiritual master who can direct them to the path of Vedic wisdom, they can get out of this entanglement and ultimately achieve the supreme goal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So again, it starts with yes, it is possible for a change, and yes, a person who is normal enough to do his activities, if he takes a baby steps towards Krishna consciousness, he can move. The only thing is that he need to have a good association by which he can do it. Otherwise, without any direction, so not everybody's. What do you say? The Maya is so strong; it will sway you away from your routine path and all. So it is always better to be under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master. You take the path of the Vedic wisdom by which you will be free of out of all this material entanglement and ultimately achieve the goal of reaching the Lord Krishna. Next. Yes, Shravan Prabhu.
Yes. आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति प्रियः यज्ञास्तपस्तथा दानं तेषां भेदम् इमं शृणु. Synonyms: ahara, eating, to certainly, api, also, sarvasya, of everyone, trividaha, of three kinds, bhavati, there is, priyaha, dear, yajnaha, sacrifice, tapaha, austerity, tata, also, danam. Hare Krishna. Slide. ఒక నిమిషం అది synonyms ఇంకా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదు. హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, are you able to see it?
ఎస్ మాతాజీ, అది సినానిమ్స్ కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదు నాకు.
ప్రభు మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు.
హరే కృష్ణ.
ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుంది.
ఎస్ మాతాజీ. దానం, చారిటీ, తేషాం, ఆఫ్ దెమ్, వేదం, ద డిఫరెన్సెస్, ఇమం, దిస్, శృణు, హియర్. Translation and perfect given by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even the food each person prefers is of three kinds according to the three modes of material nature. The same is true of sacrifices, austerities, and charity. Now here are the distinctions between them. Purport. In terms of different situations, in the modes of material nature, there are differences in the manner of eating and performing sacrifices and austerities and charities. They are not all conducted on the same level. Those who can understand analytically what kind of performances are in what modes of material nature are actually wise. Those who consider all kinds of sacrifice or food or charity to be the same cannot discriminate, and they are foolish. They are missionary workers who advocate that one can do whatever he likes and attain perfection. But these foolish guides are not acting according to the direction of scriptures. They are manufacturing ways and misleading the people in general. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Whatever mode is one person, same type of a food he would love to have, and same type of austerities they will perform, and same type of charity they would love to give. Okay, based on that we can do it. And what are those different type of food, different types of charity, and different types of austerities which are done in 3 different modes, we will see in the coming text. Yeah. Next. Hare Krishna. This will take this last one. Anybody please volunteer?
Mataji. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ayu Sattva Balarogya Sukha Priti Vivardhanaha Rasya Snigdhas Sthira Hridya Ahara Satvika Priyaha. Synonyms: Ayu, duration of life; Sattva, existence; Bala, strength; Arogya, health; Sukha, happiness; Priti and satisfaction; Vivardhanaha, increasing; Rasyaha, juicy; Snigdha, fatty; Sthiraha, enduring; Hridyan, pleasing to the heart; Ahara, food; Satvika, to one in goodness; Priyaha, palatable. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Foods dear to those in the mode of goodness increase the duration of life, purify one's existence, and give strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Such foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome, and pleasing to the heart. Mataji, you want me to text 9 also, or text 8 is fine?
No, we'll conclude only till 8, Mataji. 9
Okay.
we will take, because this is a small chapter. Will not go fast because this is the continuous one. Now we have entered the mode of a goodness. So what about the food by which we identify it is in the Sattva Guna is a juicy, fatty, wholesome food. That is the milk, your fruits, all those things, the vegetables, fresh vegetables, all comes under this. Okay. So next we'll have what do you say, the foods which are there in the mode of a passion and ignorance, then charity, then austerity. Okay, that will continue tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Any doubts? I'm extremely sorry for some glitches. Anything? Anybody wanted to ask anything? Okay, hope the attendance is being shared. Fine. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.